It's Steve and Laura time. Let's go. Come on. Oh, gosh, Steve trying to juggle. Trying to jiggle. Trying to jiggle trouble. And drop. Yep.
I'll just pick those up later.
Yeah.
Ready to go, Steve?
Yeah. Bring forth the academic onslaught.
Bring forth the academic onslaught. But I mean, just wanting to point out, you see all the books and all this type of stuff, all the books that Steve came in with. This, again, just wanting to point out, because, Laura and Steve, they don't have anything in common. Again, this is not even just a common interest. It's a common goal. It's a common passion. Like, if I was Laura and Steve walked in with all them books, I'd be like, bruh, I wasn't trying to be here all night. But Lord loves doing this, so it works for them.
Okay.
Look at Steve.
Okay, we're going to start out with the periodic table of elements.
Ooh, my fave.
What's the atomic weight of scandium?
44.956. Titanium. 47.89.
Close. It's 0.88.
Stupid.
Gee, Steve's gonna give himself a concussion, boy. You about to knock your own self out. Gee whiz.
Did I not know that?
Wow.
Oh. Gee, do you think you can lose brain cells from eating too much cheese?
Steve, take it easy. You're a straight A student. You're the smartest kid in school.
No big deal. Like, this country is lousy with geniuses. I have to be the smartest of the smartest.
You know, that's facts, though. That's facts. Facts, Steve, huh?
Like, you can't get into an omelet like MIT without breaking a few eggheads.
Steve, I've never seen you like this.
It's just that I wanted to go to MIT ever since I was in diapers.
He wouldn't go to MIT when he was still wah. He was on his wah. Okay.
My first word was Massachusetts.
Ah.
Well, then let's just get to work.
All right, you line them up and I'll knock them down.
All right.
But just look, I'm just going to point out, you see how well they work together? Like, you see how Laura, again, Steve's kind of panicking. You see how Laura just diffused that?
Genetic parabolic transmutations.
Echovant Elliot. She was 42 at the time. She drove a Buick and she had 3 sons. Michael Jr., Skippy, and Robert.
Steve,
Michael Jr. was a ladies' man and Skippy was a
Steve, for not knowing the answers to her, giving you everything. Google me, huh? Steve? Google me.
Here.
Because I need your help. My meeting with the MIT recruiter is in 2 hours. And I've come up with a foolproof way to ace it. How? With my celebrity hair collection.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Lord, what are you up to now?
I know, right, Laura? Like, this is private, Laura. This is private. Even for you, Laura, this is private, huh?
I'm going to comb through my hair collection.
Man, Steve must be really doubting himself, because it looks like, again, guys, that he's going to use the magic box to fix this problem.
And I'm going to take the hair of Albert Einstein.
Mm.
Then I'll whip up an Albert elixir and become the smartest dude on earth.
Hello. You're already one of the smartest kids on earth. Just be yourself.
Look, Laura know all about that blue collar, okay? That's the type of family she's raised in. You work for everything you get. If you want this, you work at it. You just got to put the work in. That's why it was big time when Steve was over there kind of freaking out, and Laura said simply, let's get to work, right? And so now you see here, this is why Steve has Laura around, because Laura brings a calm. She brings a peace. She brings a balance to Steve. But now Steve is trying to take the easy way out.
And after I'm in, I have the rest of my life to be myself.
You okay?
Oh, well, fine, but...
He said, I'm fine.
Okay. I mixed up my hairs. And it's got to be one of these two. And I don't know if this one's Einstein or Elvis.
Oh, gosh.
Perfect. The molecules are merging.
Perfect.
The DNA patterns are interfacing.
Look how Laura's looking at him.
Steve, why don't you put a pool table in this basement like most people?
Right. Right. Lord, for real. I'm trying to tell you, this magic box has caused too much problems, man.
Oh, yeah, right. Now it's time to shake and bake my molecules.
Steve.
Laura, you should know that. Laura, you should know you don't interrupt her while not while he's pouring. Do you notice how he always waves at her? Why does he do that? Do you notice when he goes in, he waves at her like he's going, well, I guess to a degree he is going bye-bye. It's so cute. He always waves at her, though. I don't know what. Just get in, buddy. She waves back, too.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I don't think you use Einstein's here. You use Elvis's.
This is just a mess. Jump back, Laura.
You're turning into Elvis.
Mm-hmm.
No, I must have mixed up the follicles. Quick, we have to do something. This stuff works fast.
Oh, love my mama.
Steve, why didn't you instantly become Elvis?
Because the elixir was Einstein's, but the hair was Elvis's. And eventually...
I'm sorry, Elvis/Steve. But I like it. This is kind of what shows you that Laura is kind of, I guess you would just say interested in some of the things that Steve does. And she also is kind of following along as well. She kind of understands what's going on, even though she isn't like smart like him in the same way.
Elvis's DNA will completely take over.
What are you doing?
Mixing a batch of Albert elixir while I can still think like Steve. And do me a favor, hit the reset button for me.
Okay, which one is it?
It's the one marked reset.
Laura, you asking for it, Laura. You asking for it. Ugh.
I have to run down to the electronics emporium and pick up a new chip. You stay here and stall the recruiter. And please, do anything you can, but don't let him leave.
Don't worry, Steve, I'll stall him for you.
Oh, thanks.
You must love me tender.
The stuff, I mean, you just have to look at it. The stuff that Steve and Laura go, the stuff that they go through is only they could go through.
Miracle is now 20 minutes late. I have a lot of promising students to see today.
Oh.
Steve will be here any second. You gotta wait for him. Steve and MIT were made for each other.
Yes, well, I'm afraid I'm going to have to note his tardiness. I'm noting.
I'm noting. But once again, what if I said, whenever Steve's future is in the balance, Laura is always there. Mm-hmm. My gosh. Look at this. Look what the magic box has. Look what the magic box has done. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Mr. Fleming? This is Steve.
Look at Laura's in Laura. Oh, Laura's kind of in a weird situation because she's probably think about it while Steve was gone. She's hyping Steve up, talking all the good stuff, and then he walks in like that. Woo, boy.
Nickname you came up with so that your fans wouldn't hound you?
Mm-hmm. I just love how Laura is. I just love, I guess we could say covering, but I just love how she's Laura's batting 1,000 for Steve right now.
Sorry, I got mad. I guess I was all shook up.
I was all shook up. Shook up with the shimmy. Got to give him the shimmy.
Why are you wearing this silly outfit?
Hey, man, don't be cruel.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to note your bizarre behavior.
I'm noting.
Snap out of it. This is Mr. Fleming of MIT.
Yeah.
I know, Priscilla, baby. I can see you.
Look at Laura like, who? Oh, isn't this interesting, though? So the last time that I checked, Elvis and Priscilla were husband and wife, weren't they? So this is interesting that even as being Elvis, they still married, though, huh? Huh, Steve? They still married. That's a little bit of Steve maybe coming out, husband and wife right there. When he's Elvis, look, he's still going to put it in the atmosphere,
You're blowing the whole interview.
Oh, interview.
Look at
Mr.
Laura.
Fleming, there's a clear explanation for all of this.
Psychosis?
Steve was worried about this interview with you, so he decided to change his DNA pattern to Albert Einstein's, but he made a mistake and used one of Elvis's hairs instead of Einstein's and transformed himself into the king.
No, Laura, it's not. Laura, it's not working. Is that no? That maybe you can understand that when he turns to Stefan, but most people are not gonna get that. No, no, they're not gonna get it.
Does this sound as crazy as I think it does?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Urkel, or whoever you are,
Right.
you're definitely not MIT material.
Oh wow.
Where's the recruiter?
He's gone.
What did I do?
Well, the bad news is you didn't get into MIT.
Oh.
Where Steve and Laura make each other better, and Laura keeps Steve on his toes. Steve probably would have done just fine with the recruiter if he would have just listened to Laura, calmed down, had some more confidence in himself, which Laura was trying to do, because Laura knows Laura knows her words hold weight with Steve. She knows that. And I love how she was really trying to cover for him over something that's, really, if you really think about it, is ridiculous. He went into the magic box and turned into Einstein, and then turned into, Elvis the King and all. It's ridiculous. But what was Laura trying to do? She was still trying to cover for him, because, Laura cares about Steve. Laura cares about Steve, and she cares about his future just as much as he does. And there are times when Laura believes in Steve more than he believes in himself. You know what I'm saying? And this is why Steve and Laura work. This is why their relationship goes for real. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, love God, love people. May God bless you. May God keep you.